Hi, it's Maria, and this is my 1 pound a week update. This week was my time of the month, which means I get really bad cramps and very kind of loopy feeling and don't feel good at all. I didn't do a lick of exercise. Last week I was at 188. This week I'm at 185, so the scale moved down 3 pounds. Brain fart. The scale moved down 3 pounds, and so now I'm at 185, but I'm gotta get back to my 182. I'm not gonna count any weight loss until then, but I wanted to show you guys something. You see this little, it's dryer, slow churned ice cream. It's coffee flavored. Look how small it is, isn't it cute? And it's 160 calories, and 45 of that is fat calories. So it's half the fat, a third fewer calories than regular ice cream. Anyway, I love coffee flavored stuff like frappuccinos, love them. But if I buy coffee flavored ice cream, there are very few things that I don't have control over myself with, and coffee flavored ice cream is one of those things. If I have like a half a gallon or a gallon of coffee flavored ice cream, I'm not gonna serve myself just this teeny amount and be happy. I won't. I'll eat way more than that, or I'll go back for seconds. However, if I have these little servings, I don't know why that is. I won't get more than one. I'll just get one, and then I won't. Like I bought 3 of these, and I bought them, I don't know, 5 or 6 days ago, and I had half of one so far. So I'm able to control myself with these. I just think they're so cute. They're so darling. I wanted to say to the vegetarians out there, if you haven't tried the Mediterranean veggie sub from Domino's, you must try it. It is so good. My husband and I have had them lots of times. It's got like roasted peppers and 3 different kinds of cheese, and it's kind of on a like a buttery, I don't know, flatbed type of sandwich. You don't miss the meat at all. And I think it's 670 calories, I think, for the whole thing. So it's kind of a splurge as far as like a vegetable sandwich goes. You would, you know, not think it would be that high in calories, but half of it is enough for me because it's kind of heavy, and I'll eat half and give the other half to my husband. But if you haven't tried it, you've got to try it. And then I wanted to tell you guys about this one guy. I had gone into Subway and I was ordering a veggie delight. And this one guy and his girlfriend were behind me, and they were noticing everything I was putting in my sandwich, and he was making comments like, "Where's the meat?" And I just kind of smiled and ignored him. And then his girlfriend said something about, you know, me putting jalapenos on it, and then he mumbled again, you know, why don't you slap some meat on that? So I finally just said, I don't eat meat. Now, I have learned very fast not to tell people this, because for some reason it makes people angry. They always end up arguing with me. Like, they'll ask me, why don't you eat meat? And then when I tell them the truth and tell them why I don't eat meat, they argue about it. They get offended. They don't like it. I think they feel as if I look down on them, or I think they're bad for eating meat, and I don't. It doesn't bother me one bit that people eat meat. It's just a personal decision on my part, and I don't like the way they're slaughtered. I don't like the way they're treated in the slaughterhouses, and I just don't want to have any part of it. That's all it is. You know, I'm not so much against eating meat. It's just the way we go about getting it. So, you know, they just, I don't know. But anyway, this guy, my whole point is that when I told him I didn't eat meat, he was very rude, and he looked at me up and down. He goes, "Since when?" Like he was calling me fat without actually saying it. And I know that's what he meant because of the look in his eye and the way he looked at me. And first off, just because somebody's a vegetarian doesn't mean they're gonna be skinny. Because I know plenty of overweight vegetarians because they stuff themselves with breads and pastas and cheeses. And secondly, this man doesn't know my life. You know, he doesn't know that I've lost 85 pounds. And the one good thing about it was I realized that for the first time in years, I didn't care. It didn't bother me. I didn't feel like explaining to him, oh, but I've lost weight. You know, I'm not as big as I used to be. That was such a breakthrough for me, to not care what somebody else thought. Now, I'm not happy with my weight, but that's That's me. I am not happy with my weight. If other people comment about my weight, doesn't bother me one bit. Why? Because I know that I'm doing something about it. When I'm not doing something about it and I'm not taking care of myself, then I do feel guilty and shameful at being overweight, because nobody's overweight because it was, you know, they were born like that. It's very rare. When you're overweight, it's because you put yourself in that position. You didn't take care of yourself, you didn't eat right, and there's no other way to put it. And so when I was huge, I was embarrassed about it. I was ashamed, because to me that was a physical manifestation of my weakness that I had with food. It was a very obvious weakness. When you see a large person, you know that they're not winning the battle over food at that time anyway. But yeah, so he was rude, and I just smiled at him and just went about my business. Didn't bug me at all, and that was so good that I didn't care. And then sorry, the phone rang and I had to cut. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, but I forgot to tell you that this weekend I will be moving. And last video I showed a few pieces of the house, but we're gonna be moving as of this weekend, so I won't be doing a post on Monday, and I'm not even sure about the Monday after that, so it might actually be 3 Mondays from now by the time I put a 1 pound a week post up. But it's not because I stopped or I gave up. It's because we're moving, and I don't know when the internet's gonna be hooked up, and even after it does, you know, I might be busy for quite a while getting settled and hopefully really enjoying our new home. If you go back to the other video, you'll see how big the den was, and God, it's like Christmas. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that room yet. I can't even decide. I mean, it's so long that there's enough room for like 3 sections. I think one is gonna be like my husband's 52-inch TV and surround sound and couches, and then another section will be, because we have 3 computers, so another section will be like computer central. And then I don't know, we're thinking of getting like a ping pong table or a foosball table or something like that. I wanted a pool table, but that whole room is like made of glass. There's like 3 sets of French doors in that room, so with kids I don't think that's a good idea. And I'm really excited about the pool, and I'm especially excited about in the backyard that little studio that we're gonna have, and it's gonna have cable TV and telephone, and you know, it's air conditioned and carpet, and that's where my daughter and I are gonna do our crafts and our reading and our painting and things like that. And I'm not any good at it. Somebody had asked me, oh, I didn't know you painted. What do you paint? Stick figures practically. I just do it for fun. I dabble in a little bit of everything, but I don't excel in any one thing. So anyway, I'll see you guys, I don't know, as soon as I can, and I hope everybody's doing well. Bye.